Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
A prison inmate is dead, and an investigation is now underway into how he died. Robert Fisher was serving a 20 years to life sentence at the Elmira State Prison. He drugged, raped, and killed a 3-year-old at the child's home in Rensselaer. He was an acquaintance of the child's mother. An investigation is now underway to find out how and why he died at the prison. He died early Tuesday morning at the Elmira Correctional Facility. Back in July, the 34-year-old pled guilty to those crimes involved in it.
Hey y'all, it's your girl the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. I wasn't supposed to be up here. I just heard some things going on with that clip. So here go our intro. Then I got something to tell y'all when y'all get on here. I ain't too happy right now. I'm gonna tell y'all as soon as we come right back. Here go this doggone intro.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
I am back. Charlotte down there cracking up laughing at me because I wasn't even supposed to be up here right now because that's supposed to be going on right now. Right now. From
Ladies
and
and gentlemen, may I have your
I
attention?
get out of attention, please.
The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
No.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we get the doorbell. And you get the round of applause, all that. Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. How y'all doing out there? Yes, how y'all doing out there? Thank y'all so much for joining tonight. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to PGT time, Peachy News Edition. Y'all know y'all love this edition. I do too. But I ain't that damn happy tonight. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand. I got to bring up my co-hosts, both of them, the counselor lady, and I have to bring up Jason. Because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I know people is out there watching. They lurking. They no, it ain't okay. It ain't okay. Now, right now, y'all just see me talking to myself right now, but I'm sure y'all hear Jason. They just ain't made it on the screen yet. I ain't pulled him up yet. Jason just said, you know what? I'm gonna talk anyway. So you can see both of them. Let me bring their ass on in here. There they go.
I was looking at the wrong screen. I thought we was up here already.
No, I just pulled y'all up so I could just transition y'all on in here. Okay, that's how it's gonna. That's how it's supposed to have went. But y'all, this is live. Let me make that very clear just as well. This
Okay.
is live. You just don't know what's gonna happen on live. That's why it's best that y'all always come on the live. Because after the live, I could easily take this shit down, explicit language, and also allegedly. I could take this shit down, edit this shit my damn self like I do all the other damn clips, and throw it back up there to where it looks so nice and pretty. And it just might
Voila.
happen this time. I don't know. It all depends on how I feel once I end the broadcast. It all depends on how I feel.
That's it.
Ooh,
That's
she
it.
hot tonight, baby. Hot, hot.
I'm upset. I'm upset. But I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing. Y'all go ahead. Maybe that'll give me time to calm down a little bit.
That part. Well, I'll start it off, man. What up, though, y'all? I hope all is well with everyone that's in here. We need to make sure that you guys are tapping that screen if you're on one of those platforms that allow it, like Twitch, or hit that like notification or the like button or in the bell notification if you're over on YouTube. Shout out to all of my Facebook people that are in the building with us right now. And then also my Instagram folks, man. We appreciate all of y'all. But if you guys want to go follow us on any of the platforms, please make sure you go look us up at PGT Time, and that's time spelled with the Y. That's TYME. You can definitely go search there. Now, if you don't want to watch us on your TV because you're cleaning up, making dinner, hanging out, or you want to watch us on your TV, you surely can do that as well. All you have to do is go on to your Roku-enabled device, whether that's your TV and or device, and download the PGT Time app, right? That's PGT Time, time spelled with the Y, TYME. You'll be able to catch this show live. Actually, there's an issue, so you won't be able to catch this show live, but you will be able to catch all of the previous shows and all new shows on the way. Now, also, if you guys want, you can go ahead and view all our other shows, but make sure that you're following us on all the platforms and have that PGT Time app. The same way that you go find Paramount, Netflix, Hulu, you'll find PGT Time the exact same way. So like, share, and follow on all platforms.
Hello,
I'm gonna
hello.
go ahead,
Hey,
Charlotte.
everybody. It's me. We're here. Um, let's go. Let's wrap. Let's do this. If we don't need everybody, we got us. So let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's so nice of you to say that shit like that. But one thing over here on PGT Time, we're gonna always keep it at 100. We're gonna keep it real. Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. Do y'all need me to put Jason and Charlotte down while I tell y'all what happened?
Yeah.
He said, "Yup." Hold on one second. Nothing different done. I just clicked the button. Okay. I am in the middle of texting Roku TV. I don't know exactly what's going on. He's saying that he don't see that a stream is being received, whatever that means. So I don't know if you knew what that meant or what, but I told him I ain't did nothing different but click the damn button. That's it. So we can't talk to him no more. Hey Matt, if you watching, you might not even be watching Matt,
My
but
only
if you
guess, my only guess is that you started late. That'd be the only thing that I got.
no, that's not it. Because this happened last week too.
Oh, well
So
then,
that's
no.
why he was watching it this week. So yeah, it didn't have nothing to do with it. So y'all, let me explain to y'all what happened tonight. The story that we have up for tonight, um, it won't be going on. Well, yes, it will. We still gonna show it of this baby girl right here. Let me bring her over. Um, Josephine. They call her Josie. Josie is no longer here with us. So I had to tell myself, you know what? Who who we do it for? Who we do it for? And we do it for the loved ones. That's what we do it for. But just to let y'all know, because y'all know how I am. Let me put me up on the top with a big screen. Just so that y'all know, I talked to the brother, Jy'Quan. Okay? I talked to him. I talked to him after 8 o'clock tonight. Asked him, did he get the link? to come backstage. He wrote me back and said yes. I wrote him back and said, I'll see you soon. He said, you too. I ain't got nothing to lie about. I will post this shit on my goddamn page if I have to. He sent me the pictures today for the tribute video. Sent all that to me today. And then all of a sudden, when it's time to come on, he ghosts. Now, at first I was like, okay, maybe some things done went on. Maybe he ain't ready. I get it. Trust me. I've been doing this for 4 years, y'all. April 30th, 2025 be 4 years. I have dealt with, I'm sure, over 100 families. Okay? So sometimes families don't be ready. But at the end of the day, be respectful to me and respectful to my platform and be respectful. Most importantly, be respectful to my time. We have so many people that want to come on Peachy Tea Time on Wednesday nights to keep their loved one name alive, to spread the awareness. I don't do this for fun. I don't do this for shits and giggles. I do this because my heart and I'm assigned to do this. God chose me. Not y'all, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't the chosen one. Okay? I'm sorry. But trust and believe, this ain't easy. This is not easy. But I do feel like God put me on assignment to do this, so I have to do it. But at the end of the day, all I ask, and I tell everybody that come on my platform, even if it's down to the last minute, the last second before showtime, please, Poolie, can you please come up there? Can you please respect me and let me know? I don't know what that noise is. Okay. Just call me, let me know, and it's cool. We'll reschedule you. All that. It's cool. Because I know this shit ain't easy. But to sit there and play with me in my face, don't do that. Don't do that. I take away from my kids to prepare for these shows. I take away from my husband to prepare these shows. And I take away from myself to prepare for these shows and do these tribute videos. This brother sent me the pictures, everything for the tribute video today. And if you are watching, for you to sit there and hang up on me when I call from my business phone, that's just dirty. And that's wrong. Now you blocked me on my phone. I don't know what happened, y'all. I have no idea. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Somebody else, somebody other family could have had this slot today. That's all I'm saying. That's what upset me. That's what pisses me off. Because another family could have been here tonight. So, what we're going to do, I always have other other options. I have a peachy vote. Okay? I talk about crime all over the United States. Trust and believe is something to do every single night if I needed to. Okay? So, we're going to still do the show as planned because it's about the loved one. This 3-year-old baby. This story needs to get out. This story should have been out. So we about to go ahead, show it anyways. This happened in 2023. And we're going to call this baby Josie. And again, everything on PGT Time is explicit language and allegedly. Now, let's go ahead and get this show. Okay, that do a little too much, y'all. It was just a little bit too much.
Yeah. You could. You had to get it out. You had to let it go. And it's okay.
It's
It's
okay.
okay. Yeah. It's
Whatever was
okay.
needed was needed.
Okay. I just
And
want
we're
to
gonna pray for him too, because I don't know what it is, but it's just I don't think that he would have wasted your time. I think he got really scared. We're gonna leave it there. I'm
I
gonna
think
in my
something just
heart. Yeah.
something
So we're
popped
gonna
up.
say that there were some things he just couldn't bring himself to do, and let's hope that he's just he's going to be remorseful and give you a call back and just apologize.
I sure hope you're right, girl. I sure hope you're right, girl. Because the way I'm feeling right now, I'm like, if I wouldn't have just talked to you minutes ago, that's the thing. I just talked to you minutes ago. And then everything that happened after that. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna continue on with this show because I don't want to say too much that's gonna have Mama Peach, because I see Mama Peach down there in the building. Look at Jason. Jason shaking their head. Yes, already. I don't want Mama Peach calling me at the end of the show. What is wrong with you? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move right along and get started with these clips, baby. Let's go ahead and play the first clip back. Okay. We're gonna play. Oh no, we're not gonna play that first clip back because I think I heard myself talking in that clip. And hopefully y'all don't hear any more of these type of clips where you hear me. I was having some issues with my system. So I was. So hopefully y'all don't hear no phone ringing. Me saying, what the hell? If you hear me, trust and believe I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about it. So here we go, y'all. Rest in peace to Josefine Cunningham, 3 years old. When y'all hear this story, y'all, it's crazy. Here we go.
She was a baby, and this man violated her in a way that people shouldn't have to think about.
A sentencing in a horrifying case in Rensselaer County.
A man learns his fate for committing an awful crime, raping and killing a 3-year-old girl. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Sabrina Dami.
And good evening, I'm Mark Mulholland. Prosecutors say the community should know what Robert Fisher did last year when he killed 3-year-old Josefina Cunningham.
The details are just awful. And new at 6, Kumi Tucker spoke with the little girl's brother, only on 13. She joins us live right now from Troy. Kumi, good evening to you.
Good evening, Sabrina and Mark. And here at the Rensselaer County Courthouse, it was very difficult to sit in this courtroom today and listen to these horrifying details. And we want to warn you, the details are very upsetting. And many first responders were here. They packed the courtroom today in honor of that little girl. Josefina Cunningham had a sweet smile. She was just 3 years old when her life was taken from her in a horrifying attack. Robert Fisher admitted to raping and killing Josie in her home on Broadway in Rensselaer in July 2023.
You are a threat to society. You've shown no remorse for what you did to Josie.
He was a friend of her mother. He drugged her, went into her bedroom, and raped her while she was alive and awake.
And these actions killed her. Her body went through such a traumatic response. Her body shut down because it could not sustain the trauma of the rape.
He tried to cover it up, scrubbing her face so hard with Clorox wipes, he burned the pigment off her face. He even put Clorox wipes inside her.
A deeper look at the house yielded that there was bloody Baby Shark's sheets in Josie's room, the defendant's bloody underwear, countless bloody towels.
He said almost nothing in court.
I want everybody to know what Mr. Fisher did on that night. And when our initial responders showed up to the scene and they made contact with Josefina, they described her as being laid in bed on her back with her hands folded across her torso as if she was staged.
But the significant bruising on her hips, inner thighs, and buttocks told a different story. Fisher was sentenced to 20 years to life behind bars.
We felt the plea was necessary because we needed to know what happened. And in order to have Mr. Fisher allocute, we offered him 20 to life.
Josie's brother says this case deserves the death penalty.
For people that that are innocent and getting killed like this and murdered like this, they can get death penalty. People that commit this crime get death penalty.
And the official cause of death was homicidal violence during a sexual assault with acute hemorrhage and lacerations, plus acute intoxication from the drugs. And prosecutors and police want people to know exactly what Robert Fisher did and to remember that, and also to remember little Josie. Reporting live in Troy.
That was a lot to take in. That was a lot to take in. I just hit y'all real hard on the first clip, and we still got a few more clips to go. Just about two more clips to go. I'm sorry. It was a lot of clips out there on this story, but being that it was the family night, the brother was coming on, I did not want to repeat the same stuff, and he has to hear this. So I didn't bring up too many of those clips, but we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. At the end of the day, we are spreading awareness. That's what we are doing. And that's why I was really, really, really hopeful that Jy'Quan, which is who y'all saw in the video, that he will be here tonight, because there was some questions, of course, that I definitely have wanted to ask him, if he was aware of some things. One of the things that he did mention to me was that the parents, the mom and the dad, they don't do a lot of the social media interviews, the news interviews, or anything like that, because it's just too hard on them at this time. This happened in 2023. And you guys are going to hear more in details on the next clip that I'm going to play. But I want to just set up the scene for y'all. So, I'm a visualizer. I like to visualize things. So, when I was reading up on this story, watching clips, and then heard what he had to say on some of the clips, and what he told me over the phone when we talked over the phone, as far as the news, they said that the white man, Robert Fisher, we're gonna call him Fisher. Fisher was always over to his sister's house, apparently. I don't know if he was living over there, but he was over there all the time. His sister stayed next door to Josie, which is the baby, Josie's mom, Josie and her mom. So they stayed, right next door to each other. She started really feeling him. Even though he was white and she was black, she started really feeling him. And she thought, hey, maybe they can make something happen. But days later, after her getting to know him, she let him start spending the night over there. And I don't think that's a great idea. I don't care if he is just right next door. Go home. I don't care how young your child is. Go home. Because your kids shouldn't see all that happening. Especially when they just came. They just came. So he started spending the night. And that's probably where more of the trust, Charlotte, started coming in, as far as what she thought was trust. So she felt like it was okay for her to run to Walmart. Can the baby stay here with you? I'm gonna run to Walmart right quick. Go to Walmart, come back, and I'm just gonna tell this part, and y'all gonna see the rest of the clips or whatnot. But when she came back, from what some of the clips says, because I listened to a whole bunch of clips, she came back and she saw the white man sitting, Fisher. I hate to say it like that, Jason. But Fisher, the white man Fisher. Oh no! See, now you taking it too far, Jason. I wouldn't. I just, my mom and my husband, they don't like it when I say white person. So, but that's what I say. So, anyways, I can't stand Jason. I can't stand Jason. Hey, sorry, mama. Sorry about Peach. Jason made me mad. Okay, so anyway, he ain't got no clothes on. He naked when she come through this door. Okay, I'm putting it in my language, but this is what the word on the street and news is. So she come in, he ain't got no clothes on, so she go get a towel and put the towel over him, and she go get in the bed. Yes, Charlotte. She goes and get in the bed, and she goes to sleep. When she wake up the next morning, now when he was on the couch, Charlotte, when he was, and y'all watching, when he was on the couch with no clothes on, when she came back from Walmart, he was deleting stuff in his phone. Yeah. So she just went and got a towel, put it over him, didn't think nothing of it, she said, and went to bed. Woke up the next morning to go check on
Wait. We not gonna slide through that. We not gonna slide through that. Like, you don't go check on your child. You just walk in the house. You don't just go. You don't even hear your 4-year-old hear you come in the door, and they like, what time of night was this? You made a 1 o'clock run to the Walmart. I know you don't have the answers. I know, but that's just.
Jy'Quan is not on here. Maybe Jy'Quan wouldn't have the answer to that either. You know what I'm saying? He probably wouldn't have had the answer. And we might not even ask him why she didn't do it. Because we know that you don't have the answer or he don't have the answer.
I guess the most important question and I guess it might not even matter.
We are trying to spread awareness, Charlotte. So if anybody else think about doing some stuff like this, these are the type of questions that the law gonna ask you.
But how old was mom? Because I'm looking at Jy'Quan.
We were gonna ask that question too, Charlotte. We gonna hold on. Let me you and Jason go ahead, y'all talk amongst each other right quick. Let me do a woosah right quick, please.
I don't mean to be rude, but Jy'Quan looks a lot older than I'm sure he older at least 20 and above. So that means that this child. So how old was mom? Because that young man on that picture, he didn't look like in his 50s or 60s himself.
I don't have much comments because I am on tilt right now.
Like, I don't understand. So, and I don't care what your color, your race, I don't care who you are. Your children, you don't trust your children. Like, that's just defenseless and all. And I don't care if they live next door. I don't care if you don't trust family with your children these days.
You hear me?
You don't trust your family. There's a family actually in Atlanta who has the mom and the dad, and they go around talking to other parents at PTAs and different things because their children, one of their daughter, I guess they were at a family outing. It was just over someone's house and the daughter was raped. And so, they do this that was their mission since then to, bring awareness, because even when children go off and play, you just never know. Because literally you sit there with the door open. I need doors open. I need to see. I'm coming to check every 10 minutes. You want children to be children and for them to enjoy themselves, but you still have to be vigilant. You still have to do your due justice and check on your children. You cannot just trust it these times and days. I don't understand.
Amber just said it. Amber said it. Look, if you're not my sister, I got a brother too. And that's shaky. Love him to death. But you know what I'm saying? It's just because the relationship ain't there. But if you ain't my sister or my mama, ain't no way. Get your little ass in the car. Wake up. I'm carrying you. I'm not leaving you, fam. That's...
Well, y'all already know my story with my kids. I have voiced my opinion about that several times. I really have. And I do want to say this. I'm going to just say that, but I want to say this. If for some apparent reason, Jy'Quan was just not able to continue on with the show or do the show or whatnot, because of, how harsh this show is. I mean, not the show, but how harsh this topic
The story. Yeah, the story.
My apologies. But I take my show really, really serious, y'all. I do.
Here's the thing, man. I mean, it isn't easy at all, right? So that's the one thing that I want to lead off before I start to say too much and before we lead into anything else. I wasn't aware of how horrific this is. You know what I mean? But I've already gave grace to it, right? I've had that conversation where it's like, this stuff ain't easy. And I think we say that with almost every single family on every single Wednesday, where we're either saying how courageous they are to be reopening these wounds, to where we're saying how strong they are to have to, relive and talk through the horrific things that has happened to their family members and or children. So I can only imagine, something like this, to have to re-listen to a video, the news broadcastings, and all those things of how terrible this is. I would probably do the same at the very last moment too, right? So I give grace to it.
And he also wrote a book, and he wanted me to show y'all the book cover and everything that he has for sale about the daughter. I mean, about the story of
sister
of his niece.
Yeah.
This one, right? Oops.
That's his sister. It was his niece or his
It was his
sister.
sister. It's his little sister.
Oh, got you.
And 3 years old. Like, I don't understand. But the man was in jail, had been in jail. She didn't. I need, and like, I don't care if he hadn't been in jail. You still, like, you have to be so careful who you invite into your house. Like, I don't care if it not to even just spend the night, just to come over.
Just to come over. That
you-
energy, just coming all in your house. But let's go ahead. We finna move into this next clip. This next clip gives more details, unfortunately. It gives more details on the story, and we are going to talk about the details when we come back after this. This is hard, y'all. This is so hard. And don't forget, we got the tribute. We got this baby tribute. You do not want to miss the tribute. I assure you, you don't want to miss this tribute. This tribute is a first ever tribute of this type of everything. Here we go.
Known to her family and friends as Josie, was a loving and caring child. She had a smile that would light up a room. Her teacher said at daycare that she often pretended to be a teacher. She would line the baby dolls up and pretend to read to them, and she would feed them. She exhibited very nurturing qualities. She was a girly girl. Every day she had her pink scarf with matching red hearts on it and a pink purse to go with it. And she would say to the teachers, "Do you like my dress today?" Hours before her murder, she was seen on video footage at her daycare, running around on the playground, smiling and laughing with her peers, doing what children should be doing. This is how her family, friends, and the community should remember Josie, a carefree, happy child. The heinous acts of the defendant took Josie away from this world and the community. And the community also deserves to know what horrible and vile acts that the defendant committed and the horror that Josie met when she came home from daycare on July 6th of 2023 into July 7th of 2023. For some background, Josie's mother, Lakeisha, met the defendant because his sister lived next door. He became a friend of Lakeisha, and he started sleeping over the house only days prior to her murder. He immediately revealed himself to be a predator. Within days of meeting Josie, he preyed on her and caused her death. On July 6th of 2023, in the evening hours, Lakeisha went to Walmart and left the defendant alone to watch Josie. And this is the first time that Josie had ever been alone in the defendant's care. After Lakeisha returned from Walmart, she took some of her medication and she told the police that she fell asleep. And she also told the police that Josie was sleeping. It was then sometime during the evening hours of July 6th of 2023 into the early morning hours of July 7th of 2023 that the defendant took the medication prescribed to Lakeisha, crushed it up, and put it in a cup for Josie to drink. He drugged her, he went into her bedroom, and he raped her. He did all of this while she was alive and awake. And we know that not only from the autopsy results, but we know that from the defendant's own words. Known to her family and friends as Josie, was a loving and caring child. She had a smile that would light up a room. Her teacher said at daycare that she often pretended to be a teacher. She would line the baby dolls up and pretend to read to them, and she would feed them. She exhibited very nurturing qualities. She was a girly girl. Every day she had her pink scarf with matching red hearts on it and a pink purse to go with it. And she would say to the teachers, "Do you like my dress today?" Hours before her murder, she was seen on video footage at her daycare, running around on the playground, smiling and laughing with her peers, doing what children should be doing. This is how her family, friends, and the community should remember Josie, a carefree, happy child. The heinous acts of the defendant took Josie away from this world and the community. And the community also deserves to know what horrible and vile acts that the defendant committed and the horror that Josie met when she came home from daycare on July 6th of 2023 into July 7th of 2023. For some background, Josie's mother, Lakeisha, met the defendant because his sister lived next door. He became a friend of Lakeisha, and he started sleeping over the house only days prior to her murder. He immediately revealed himself to be a predator. Within days of meeting Josie, he preyed on her and caused her death. On July 6th of 2023, in the evening hours, Lakeisha went to Walmart and left the defendant alone to watch Josie. And this is the first time that Josie had ever been alone in the defendant's care. After Lakeisha returned from Walmart, she took some of her medication and she told the police that she fell asleep. And she also told the police that Josie was sleeping. It was then sometime during the evening hours of July 6th of 2023 into the early morning hours of July 7th of 2023 that the defendant took the medication prescribed to Lakeisha, crushed it up, and put it in a cup for Josie to drink. He drugged her, he went into her bedroom, and he raped her. He did all of this while she was alive and awake. And we know that not only from the autopsy results,
Josefina.
but we know that from the
Josefina,
defendant's own words in his plea allocution.
Oh, baby Josefina.
He did this to her while she was alive.
So I have a problem with the DA even, I guess, in order to even come up with that they needed a plea bargain that, to get the whole story. Like, you had the whole story. Like, there were only 3 people in the home, so you had the whole story. Like, what was it that you needed to plea bargain for or about? Or, I guess there's just so many holes to the story, but that's sickening. That's truly, I don't understand people. I don't understand how you could take the life of, how you could do that to a child. Anybody. Let's start there. Anybody. But much less a child. And then you drug her. You made sure, so the baby probably didn't even scream or anything else because she was drugged.
Even though he said that she was woke the entire time, you don't think that the drugs have made it? You think the drugs made it into her system in enough time?
No telling, possibly. And if the mama didn't hear all the commotion, and if
the mama was at Walmart, remember?
No, she did the way they said. The mom came home, went to sleep, and then he crushed up the same medicine that she took to go to sleep, and then he crept in there.
I missed that part. I'm gonna have to listen to that part again. This is crazy. This is crazy. I just don't. I'm like Charlotte. I don't understand why they needed to get him to tell even more. You see what I'm saying? Why did he need to tell y'all even more so y'all could get him 20 to life?
I think at some point, just from the disposition that from the photo or the video that they were showing of the gentleman, as you can see, he never looked up.
Not one time.
I think that to some degree, for a child to be that young, and for the actions that he showcased while trying to wipe off using the Clorox wipes and all that kind of stuff, that shows some kind of mental illness. So the more that he can actually say that he did shows cognitive behavior, shows that he.
No, I give that. He was aware. He knew
what he was doing, and he knew that it was
so
bad.
You can't say that it was a lack of, or you were mentally,
right. So because then at some point he could claim, or they could claim, his defense could claim that he has a mental instability type stuff, which would then, instead of putting him in prison behind bars, that would send him to the mental institution, and then that could be at a short time, because all he has to do now is show that he's cognitively aware of himself and be able to take care of himself on his own. He'll be out in less than 7 to 10 years. You know what I mean? But if they can have him admit that he knew what he was doing, he knew that it was wrong, then that is when they can give him the highest of highest penalties, because he had actions, and his actions need to have consequences to him.
But they said they wanted to get the truth out of him.
Yes,
And
right,
that's
exactly,
why.
exactly. Yes, yes, you need the truth of why you did it. Because if you don't have a reason for why you did it, then they can claim it. You can run it for, mental illness. But if you can say why did, like, give us the truth on why you did it, because I wanted to, type shit, then it's gonna be, you have a stronger case to give him the max penalty per the law. That's what our law is, man. That's how the law is.
Moms. We've just got to put our children first. Like, we've got to put your
Definitely.
needs don't matter, your cares, your concerns, your whatever. Like, you have developed and had these children and brought them into the world, and whatever it is that you done, you over. It's about them at this point. Like, they come first. I have been a single mom, done that, been there. I know, didn't date for a very, very long time. Like, you couldn't, even as a teenager, you couldn't come around my child. Like, there are, and not only because of what I was scared of possibly might happen, but I just didn't even want my child to see different people coming in and out of my, like, you've got to be aware of what your children see. I did not want him to have any kind of connotation of what, or put together or think about what might be going on, or just whatever.
Yo, here's my thing.
How old were you, Charlotte, when you had your child? Because you only got one child.
27.
27.
So
Okay.
here's my thing, though, right? Like, if I come home and you buck booty naked, and I'm just gonna put, like, why?
Why,
Yeah.
why, sir?
Why? Because even
Why,
if you getting ready for me, why you in my living room butt booty naked?
on my couch where everybody else sit at, like, and you
Exactly.
it's time you made yourself real comfortable real quick.
And then I'm not easily moved to be like, oh, I'm just gonna go to bed. That's just silly old Nathaniel. Like, no, like, that ain't.
No. We're not gonna say Nathaniel. We're not gonna say Nathaniel.
Or Fisher, whatever you want to call him. I'm just saying
You
it.
say John Fisher.
John Fisher. Say right. I'm not gonna be saying, oh,
we'll give him one of our names.
So silly old Fisher. Like, I'm not about to like, I'm questioning all things. Why? How are you so comfortable going to bed? Like, those are, like, I'm still trying to figure out that understanding. How are you comfortable going to bed after a person is sitting in your home? Even if I did have something lined up with Shorty, and I come home after, running to the store and Shorty butt naked, I got questions. Why? My
kid is in here. Why is you like this?
Do we know where this happened? What state? Was this in Michigan, right?
New York.
New York?
No.
Okay.
You're not gonna put this off on us. New York. This is in New York. Whew, this was heavy. Now, we all, we didn't like the sentencing. Okay, we didn't like that they gave him 20 years to life. Like the brother said, I do agree with him on that. When you have charges like this with little kids that's just totally innocent, me personally, you should wait it out with the death penalty. And they should give you a long time before your time to be on the death penalty. Okay? But at the same time, if you know about prison, you ain't even have to have been there. But if you just know what goes on in a prison, if you have family members that have been to prison, even that has just been to the county, and they express to you what goes on and everything, and you watch TV, and you know what's going on, anybody could have said, okay, this man ain't gonna make it. They're gonna tear him up inside.
The fact that, and we had the show before Christmas, and the mom, said what she said about they had to go because they took her child. At some point, like, you came, you befriended me, you came into my house, you raped my child.
Within
Not
days.
only, like, like, I don't think you would have made it to jail. I just don't think, just everything right now, just, and I'm hoping that God would touch me differently being in those circumstances. But all I can picture is my granddaughter who's 4 years old and how innocent she is and how,
Innocent.
I, how I check and like even just taking a bath, the least little bitty thing anybody do, I'm asking questions. No, sir. No, sir. Mm-mm.
Exactly. Coming from a mom that has had two miscarriages, that has had a stillborn, I can't even take a shower good without wondering what's going on outside of my bedroom door.
Yep.
Literally.
Yep.
Like I remember my kids being 2, 3 years old, because they only like 2.5 years apart. But I remember Trey being, I'll say 3, because he was born by the time Kirsten was born, Trey was 2. So I say 3. I remember 3 years old having Kirsten in her car seat, sitting on top of my bed, and telling Trey to sit right there next to her while I go take a shower. No, you cannot play in the living room. Even now, my son 10 years old, my daughter is 7 years old. When I get out the shower, I'm still coming out, even if I haven't put my
Checking.
clothes on yet. I'm gonna peek
Checking.
out that door. What y'all doing?
Yes.
Y'all was a little too quiet. Well, mama, you was in the shower. I don't care. You're just too quiet.
Make some noise.
Exactly.
Make some noise.
Exactly. And I'm not
Yes.
placing the blame on the mom at all. Let's make that clear. I'm not placing the blame on the mom. I'm not. I'm not going to say, Mom, this happened because of you. But
No,
what I will
definitely
say
not.
is, exactly. What I will say is, for the other moms that's out there,
There's
this
no
is why we
excuse.
spread the awareness.
There's no excuse for you to have people in your life that come into your life and then you let them into your home. Men around your daughters, like, like and even my son, when I got divorced, my son even asked me as far as getting married again. Like I told him, even if I do, that would be a conversation that you and I would have, and then not to say you will have the final say so, but we
Mm-hmm.
gonna have a long conversation. We gonna talk about this. Nobody just comes into your life, because when you bring people in your life, you bringing people into your children's lives. Like
Exactly.
it's a ripple effect. It don't just be about you. And you have to be so cognitive of who you bring into your children's lives, and it might not even be on a sexual basis, but even just, it changes the dynamics of your home and everything else. And so
Yeah.
those are things we've got to be aware of. We've got to take, our children have feelings just like why do we just have Johnny did today, Larry next week, next month, next year? Like, no, like, we've got to stop that. We've got to stop allowing our children to just see any and everything. It's enough on TV and on Netflix and everywhere else that they get to see it, but it should not be in person.
I agree. I agree. And not only that, Charlotte, I have shown so many clips from the beginning of PGT time until to today's date. I have shown so many clips of baby boyfriends killing the girlfriend's kids, not the baby daddy, but the boyfriends. You guys, you have to. You have to pay attention to what's going on out here. I'm sitting up here showing it to y'all. Showing it to y'all. You can't trust these boyfriends.
I ain't
You
trust
got
my
some,
husband.
sometimes people don't even trust their husbands.
Hmm.
You just never know what's going to happen. You just never know.
I love that man dearly, but truly, that was my son came before he came. So there were certain things I trusted him because I we got married and we had this son together. But as far as No, like there were certain things. I'm gonna check you, not about him. He comes first. I'm gonna check you.
Girl. Well, let's go ahead and get into that final clip. Jason, he'll be coming right back. Matter of fact, let's get into a commercial break. Let's go into a commercial break because this last clip is very, very powerful. And I want to make sure Jason is here to see this last clip, baby. To see this last clip. You
I
hear
don't know
me?
if I can take anymore. Ooh.
I know it's a lot to take in, but this one right here, I think that I'm not. I don't want to give it away. Let's go. Let's see what's in the comments too. Let's go to the comments. Elada, hi Elada. She said, "I am placing some of the blame on mom." Yes, you can definitely place some of the blame on mom. I just don't want to blame the mom 100%. Even though, if we wasn't on Peach Day, it's a possibility that I would blame the mom 100%. Because at the end of the day, you are there to protect your child. Though that's
She
what the
blames
mom
herself.
and the dad are there for.
I
To
know she
protect your
blames
kids.
herself. She's got to
Yes.
blame herself. I'm sure that's something she's going to have to live with the rest of her life, knowing that you brought this person into my home and this is the result of it, and I no longer have a child because of you. Like, I'm sure I can only imagine and pray and hope that every day that she wakes up that there's some kind of sunshine somewhere, because I'm sure it's darkness all day long.
Exactly. She said, because why would you leave your daughter with an unknown man and then not check on her upon her arrival back home? I mean, a lady got a point. She do have a point, a 100% point. I just sometimes I don't want to hurt everybody's feelings. I don't want to make it seem like I'm just that bad person, especially how I started the show and shit. I'm saying,
And
I
I
don't
don't
want
even
nobody to
curse
think
on here.
I'm just saying that because he didn't come on the show and shit. But yes, Alaida's right. And I'm just gonna say it, and this is truly how I feel. Yes, I do blame the mom. I do. I blame the mom.
I'm
Because
gonna say this.
you hold on, you was supposed to be the overseer of that child. If that daddy wasn't there, that means you the overseer. Both of y'all supposed to be the overseer, but the daddy wasn't there, so we can't blame daddy. So that means that we gotta blame you. And that's probably why we're not seeing her in news clippings and news broadcasts. None of that. Because she knows she fucked up. She fucked up.
That's something you don't come back from. And the fact is, and it seems to me that you not only you needed a babysitter so you could run and do errands or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna say it how I say it. Fuck a man. You had these babies. Look, if the daddy ain't there, then guess what? It'll be okay. Cause you cannot. You've got to get to know people. You've got to date them first yourself and slowly introduce them into your children's lives. You don't just thrust anybody upon. I don't care if it's another woman. I'm not just gonna walk out and leave you with my child. I
Yeah.
don't know you. That's crazy. We depend on other people too much, and you need a break, or you need, and nah, you had a break before you had them. When you made the choice to keep them, then guess what? Your break's over. Look at that baby.
And that's the brother. So I really want to know how old the mom was. Mm. Jason. Jason.
Wait, hold
As
on.
a
I'm not. Hold
father.
on. Hold on. So this picture that you just put up
Oh, you want to put it back up? Okay.
is brother and little sister picture.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Wow.
That's why I asked the question.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's brother and little sister.
So mom is we ain't talking about
And
no
this is
20
brother
year
and little
old or
sister too.
no, we ain't talking about no teenager. We're not talking about, this lady had to be well aware. She was old enough to make better choices.
Mm-hmm.
You live in New York. Come on, hello.
Exactly.
I'm thrown now. Holy
Me and
fuck.
Jason went to New York, and Pooley and Wendell and Nicole and Eric. And did I leave anybody else out? That was it. Yeah, that was it. Oh, Marquay. Sorry,
Marquay.
cuz.
I was gonna say
Marquay went
Marquay.
too. Yeah, we went to New York. We had a good time in New York. Okay.
But you know that you don't trust people in New York. Hell, you don't trust
We,
people nowhere.
yeah, we didn't trust
Oh,
nobody nowhere.
nowhere.
We barely trusted each other. I just playing. We trusted each other, but yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. Let's give some shout outs. There's a lot of people in the building. Tuesday Jackson. Hey, Beverly. Let me make sure I add that extra name. Ladies in the building. Kayla. Johnny. Is it Johnny Hochick or Johnny Hotchick? Johnny, we want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Evan Sierra. Rose Marie, hey Rose. Tasia, Chandra is in the building. Talia, hey Talia. Shirley, Shonda, Tiffany Irwin, Destiny Dior, Charlotte, not Charlotte, Charlotte. Hey Dashay, Queen, Carlina, Sade, Nicole, Amy, y'all, and the names still go on and on and on. But we gotta go. Yes. Thank y'all all so much for tuning in tonight. Again, I apologize that I guess wasn't able to come on tonight. But Jason, read that comment. That looked like a good one.
Said the mother fumbled the ball real bad, which resulted in a life-changing event, and how unfortunate that is. We got to stop leaving our children with people that we don't know. What's the old saying? I can't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Yes.
I pray for the mother. I pray for her and the mother.
Yeah, that's a saying, baby. I remember my mom and them used to say that all the time. Yes. So let's get into this last clip. I think you guys will be very pleased with this last clip. And here let me see. Okay. I gotta leave out for a second, Jason. So just for a hot second. So I'm finna go ahead and play this clip and then you bring it back up if I'm not big. Here we go.
Police who arrested him are talking about the sudden death of Robert Fisher in prison. We broke that news last night. Fisher is the 34-year-old man police called a monster. He raped, murdered, and then tried to cover up what he did to little Josefina Cunningham.
She was just 3 years old. New at 6 now, one of the officers who worked closely on this case tells us about his conversation with Josefina's father shortly after finding out Robert Fisher is dead. Let's go to Tessa Bentulin live here right now in the studio with us. Tessa, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Sabrina and Mark. I had the chance to interview Detective Sergeant Michael Diso with Rensselaer Police. He says Josefina's father wants to move on. Diso says Fisher's death makes the father relive that terrible attack on his young daughter. Josefina died in July 2023 in Rensselaer at the hands of Fisher. This is Josefina on your screen. Fisher is accused of raping her while she was alive and awake. Fisher just began a 20 years to life in prison sentence. He was serving his time at Elmira Correctional Facility. Detective Sergeant Diso was one of the first handful of officers that responded the day Josefina died. He's had many conversations with Josefina's father.
And what was that exchange like? It was tough because there's nothing going to bring his daughter back. And, although he's no longer paying for this person to be in prison to pay for his meals and his lodging, it's not going to bring his daughter back. He's still without his daughter, and it's still bringing it up over and over again.
I also got to catch up with Josefina's older brother, Jy'Quan Stewart. He says his sweet and smart little sister who loved Baby Shark deserved to grow up and live a full life. Stewart tells us what he and his mother thought about Fisher's death.
My mom was very shocked that she's relieved that she's dead. She's happy that she's dead. A lot of people are happy that he's dead. I was very shocked because I really wanted a death penalty, and I was hoping he can serve his life sentence 20 years.
Rensselaer police say they do not know yet how Fisher died. Fisher's death is being investigated by state coroners and medical examiners. Mark and Sabrina.
Tessa Bentulin here in the studio with the update. Tessa, thank you.
I agree. Sad. Yeah. He's a well-spoken young man.
Yeah. That's why I was. I almost let the devil get the best of me for a second. Go ahead, Jason. You look like you want to say something. That's an Aries for you. An Aries always got to catch themselves.
You know, I'm still trying to figure this out, man. I'm still working on all this, because now after watching that and then watching it, my antennas are up, you know, because
that's how mine was too.
All the time,
right? At some point, okay, so my antennas up on a lot of things. Okay, you guys are right. So one being, okay, the overall aspect of the story, but secondly, the characters in this story, right? Like, I get it. I get it. I hear it. Like, big profile story, but there's really only one person really talking most of the time. You know My antennas are up on that, right?
And if I'm not mistaken, Jason, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I'm mistaken, but if I am mistaken, that's why this show, I always say this show is allegedly. But if I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn this boy told me over the phone that when I asked him, because if y'all notice on PGT time, we always have the parents on here. So if I have to reach out to a cousin, an auntie, or uncle, brother, sister to get to the parents, I don't mind doing that. That's what I would do. But you better believe I always say, well, where's the parents? Can I get in contact how can I get in contact with the parents? I always do that. So of course, in this situation, I did the same exact thing. Where's mom and dad? I seen all the clips, majority of all the clips. All the clips is you on there. Where's mom and dad? Will they be joining you on the show? Because we got slots for them. He said that dad is too much on dad. Dad is a truck driver. It's too much on him, and he just don't like to talk about it because he's trying to, in our terms, this is in our terms, okay? In our terms, he's trying to lay it to rest. He's tired of thinking about it. And I just want to lay it to rest and move on with my life. Mom, on the other hand, he said mom is like in hiding out because it's hard for her to face social media, guilt, society, and what everybody got to say. So that's why she don't come on. So he comes on and do all the talking. What happened tonight? I can't tell y'all. Go ahead, Charlotte.
I can only imagine that she's reliving all of her decisions over and over again. I don't even, I think the outside people and judgment might be noise, but I think her own personal stuff would be more prevalent to her than in your head when you wake up in the morning. Them voices talk to you, telling you, what you did. Like you fucked up, right?
Exactly.
You fucked up.
All the way down to Minister Society. Charlotte just took the Minister Society on y'all. If y'all ain't catch it, if y'all ain't catch that, it took y'all to Minister Society.
You done fucked up, right?
Don't this little girl, is it just me? Is it just me? But on this particular picture right here, don't this little girl look like she could be Lisa Left Eye Lopez's daughter on that picture? Is it just me?
It's the head, it's the forehead,
the
it's
eyes.
the cutie pie.
She is so adorable.
Such a cutie pie. I
Yeah.
look how tiny she is. Like, what do you even find sexually attractive in
Exactly.
that? What would, like, you're seriously sick in the head, and to even say what you went to jail for the first time, like, why weren't you Like, we've got to do better.
We got to. We got to do better.
Got to do better.
All right, y'all. Jason probably down there sharing the video, y'all. That's probably what he down there
No,
doing.
no, I'm not. I'm looking
I
at
ain't
my
know
thumb.
what you were doing.
I'm looking at my thumbs. I look, man. You made a statement.
You said you're looking at your thumbs.
Yeah, because I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like I'm going through the motions. I have a 5-year-old daughter. I have a 7-year-old daughter, and I have an 11-year-old daughter. All of them have been 4 at some point. And through their time of being 4, I never. Now, I don't want to put that kind of like circumstance on anyone because you never know what happens. But I would never, and I have never left my children with anyone that I didn't deem willing to be with them, like okay with them alone. But on top of that, these were family members. These were people that I was around for years. To be like, all right, I didn't see how they move. I understand how they move.
And they know how I move.
That part. But like I've never left my children with someone that I wasn't too like okay with. Even now, even with them being older, and sometimes they're going over friends. Like I have my younger ones go over their friend's house, and yes, they're not in my vision, but I've already sat with their parents. I sat with them, and their children come to me. Like I'm okay with that. But it's just like I can't see how I go somewhere with a person that I don't barely know, or I leave my child with someone I barely know, and they come back and it's different. It's just like the scenery has changed. Like I'm still trying. That's why I'm looking at my hands. So you asked me the question of like, what would you do or how you feel being that you have 3. Look, I'm distraught. Like I'm lost because I don't understand how those kind of actions take place.
Exactly.
Like I'm just still trying to figure that out, and I guess it's not meant for me to figure it out. It's not meant for me to know that because
none of us will never know why this happened. None of us, because this is not in our character at all. So we're not gonna understand what he was thinking or how he felt like he could do something like that. We ain't gonna know because this ain't nothing that has been embedded in us. We ain't seen shit like this. Like this, you literally took them. You had already killed her. She was already gone.
Yep,
and you still took the Clorox wipes and rubbed the pigment off of her face.
Like,
and then
how hard
took them
you
wipes
had to be rubbing?
hard. And then you took the wipes and put them inside of her. Oh my gosh.
And the part that they said about the sheets and the baby shark sheets, like this is a baby, people. This is a baby. And the officer said too, he made a good point that I've never thought about. Like, the dad, I guess he said, well, the dad was like, I don't have to pay for this man who's hurt my child and killed my child. I don't have to pay for a cot and lunch, dinner, and breakfast for them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm still helping you out when you done hurt my family.
Exactly. I just saw a video that's circling around social media. I do believe that is definitely about to get nationwide attention, if not already. In Detroit, 2 kids were. Oh, my volume is up. 2 kids that were in the car, living in the car with their mom, had been living in the car for 3 months. Jason, I don't know if you heard about this or not, but have been in the car for 3 weeks or 3 months, one of them. And 2 of them died. 9 and 5. No, 9 and 2 or 3. Somewhere up in there. Brother and sister. That she had other kids. She had she had 4 kids. 2 of them died in the car. Her mama was in the car. Plus 2 of her siblings was all living in a car in Detroit, and they were under parking deck.
Wait. The mama, another sibling, And 4 of her children plus her.
The young lady, her 4 kids, plus her 2 siblings, plus her mama.
That's 8 people.
Was all living in the car under the parking garage. And the two kids of the lady, the young lady, not the mama, but the young lady, the daughter of the mama, 2 of her kids died because it was too cold. Which leads me to believe that y'all couldn't run the gas because y'all must have ran out of gas. And y'all didn't have no money for gas because y'all didn't have no heat. And these 2 kids died at such a big age. Let's say that too. They weren't infants.
How?
And all those bodies, like you're in a car. How do you not lay on, like how, like you? And I'm not saying because I can only imagine winters in the north and how cold it may be
Oh yeah,
and
it's
living
cold.
in a car. I'm
It's
sure,
cold.
but
It's cold, but they also got shelters. They got churches. She said the mama, and I'm gonna show y'all this stuff. I'm gonna show you. We ain't gonna talk about it tonight because that'd be a whole nother 30, 45 minutes. So I will be coming back with this. I'm gonna probably bring it up as a dose of peach. I'm not sure. But the mama said she went, black folks, just like us, Detroit. She said she went and asked people, her family, all of them. She said people don't want to be bothered with her and all her kids. She didn't have nowhere to go, she said. Well, they got in contact with baby daddy of the 2 kids. You know what baby daddy said? Make sure I gotta bring myself up. We gotta change it up for this one. Because I'm gonna tell y'all what baby daddy said. Baby daddy said, she said, can I bring the kids? He said, I had to work. I couldn't keep the kids. But guess what else he said, Jason and Charlotte? She didn't say, can you keep the kids because I'm homeless and I'm living under the parking garage? If she would have said that, I would have took the kids. But all she said was, can you come get your kids?
so you hadn't been in touch with them and didn't know the situation as a whole, like
that's basically what he's saying. If she would have said that I'm homeless, I need somewhere for these kids to stay, I would have took them in. Then he said, we don't live by each other no more. But she stayed by all my family. Just like we used to do when I was there living with her. Ask my family. That's what she could have done. I said, you bastard you. That's what I said. But we finna go ahead and get into the tribute video so we get on up out of here. I must say, excuse me, burping a little bit. I must say this to me, my own personal opinion. This is one of the cutest, yes, the cutest tribute videos that I have ever done. This tribute video, I must say, I put my thought into this, which I do for all the tribute videos. But this one, I think I jumped out of the box with this one, Jason. I think I jumped out of the box with this one right here. And I said, you know what? Let's try something different. So maybe that might be the other reason why I kind of a little bit salty over here that he didn't show up. Because I really wanted him to see the tribute video. And I am going to still send it to him. So, Jy'Quan, if you are watching, I will be sending you this tribute video because I definitely want you and your family to have this video. One of the things that stuck out to me was that all the videos kept saying that this little baby loved Baby Shark. So here we go.
Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark.
If I saw you in heaven, would it be the same? If I saw you in heaven, oh, I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Oh, would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Oh, would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? Oh, I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Oh, oh, here in heaven. Oh, 'cause I don't belong here in heaven.
It's beautiful.
All right. That was absolutely beautiful. Oh, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do. Okay, Jason, you okay down there?
I am, man. I am. I'm just. It's baffling.
It's a lot to take in.
It's baffling. It is a lot to picture, to think about, and all those things. It's mind boggling.
Exactly. Tammy, Toby. Tammy Toby said, please let me know when the next podcast is going to be, because I've got to stay tuned. Well, thank you, Tammy. I didn't know this was your first time, but there is the schedule right there. Here on PGT Time, we are very, very, very consistent. We are live on Monday and Wednesday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. On Monday, I am solo dolo, baby, each and every Monday. On Wednesday, which is tonight on Wednesday, we have myself, Jason, and Charlotte, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Fridays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we have me and my husband, where we talk about love and relationships. And of course, I try to throw that crime on up in there. I do, because PGT Time is built on crime. That's what we're here for. To talk about crime, spread the awareness, and every single Wednesday, we try to have a family on to tell their loved one's story on how they was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, the police. We do missing person cases and also suicide cases just as well. So please, we would love for you all to tune in on each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But, if you are unable to tune in any of those days, please try to tune in on Wednesday. Everybody know that's my favorite show. That's my favorite edition. Is Wednesday night. Not just because I'm here with Jason and Charlotte. Oh, no. Baby, I like the center of attention. Trust and believe that. I love Mondays when I'm by myself. I ain't got to wait for nobody to say nothing on Monday.
Okay.
But on Wednesdays, to me, it's all about the families. A lot of us grow up just in our area, in our own community. So all we know is what's going on outside our front door. But when you come over here to Peachy Tea Time, baby, you get to find out what's going on everywhere in the United States. So I thank each and every family for coming on. I finally made my decision that the peach of the week, peachy loved one of the week, we're gonna do it for 2 weeks at a time. So that'll be twice a month that we get a peachy loved one of the week. So with that being said, our peachy loved one of the week for this week, 2 weeks in a row, would have to be Kiwi. We love Kiwi. We love Kiwi over here on Peaches Tea Time. I've never got the chance to meet Kiwi, but her family came on to Peachy Tea Time. The Peachy loved ones of the week are always going to be families that have been on Peachy Tea Time, okay? It's families that have been on Peachy Tea Time, and it's basically letting the families know and letting you all know just as well that we are definitely keeping their loved ones' name alive, which is also our loved ones just as well. Because Jason, you've been on here the most. When we had these families on here, don't it seem like we get to know these family members, these loved ones?
Absolutely. It almost becomes family. Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
like we've been knowing them forever, and even though they're deceased and they're no longer here with us, it just seems like a part of them that stuck with us and we never even met them.
Mm-hmm.
I still talk to the families. I still talk to the families. Can I talk to all the families? Probably not. But majority of them, I do try my best to keep in contact with them, check on them, make sure they good, check on them for holidays, all of it. So, if with that being said, anybody that's watching right now, if you have lost a loved one, please, please, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me by email, by DMing me, inboxing me. If you got my phone number, you can text me. And I'm finna tell y'all my phone number right now, right here on air, baby. That number is 470-620-9916. That's my business line. That is my business line. Please reach out to me. That number again is 470-620-9916, and your family can be right here on PGT Time telling your loved one's story. Or you can email me info@pgttime.com, and time is always spelled with a Y. All right. And let's not forget that PGT Time is also a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are always accepting donations so that we can help crime victims' families. Okay, that's the purpose of PGT Time being a 501c3. Well, we will be able to help the families, as far the crime victim families. That is okay. We can't help all the families, just the crime victims' families, because that's what we're here for. Crime. Okay, so please, please, please feel free to donate. Anything will help. Anything. If you want to donate $1, baby, if 1,000 people donated $1, that's $1,000. Okay, so we will accept anything to where we can help for balloon releases, we can help for candlelight visuals, we can help for cleaning services, where we can go over to these family house and clean up because y'all decide that y'all want to come as soon as somebody die. That when y'all want to come over there, bring food. Y'all know how we do. Bring food. If they smoke cigarettes, you're gonna bring a pack of cigarettes, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that house be clean for all that. So Y'all, please, please, please feel free to donate. Okay. Now, before we get out of here, we got to ask our peoples. We got to talk to our peoples. Charlotte, let's start with you, baby. Is there anything you want to say now that we have came to the end of the show?
This is really, really a hard, a hard story. It's
Yes.
very touching and moving, and I know all of us, from having children around us, nieces, nephews, your own children, whomever. Like, let's just keep our children safe. Like, we've got to be more vigilant about our children. We've got to be more concerned about our children, and you know. th- there are different things when things happen out of the blue, but for someone to come into your home and brutally abuse and rape your child, like, it's unimaginable. So
Mm-hmm.
we've just got to do better. We've got to do better as moms, as dads. We've got to do better by our children. We've got to put
Yes.
up some boundaries, definitely, because they can't put them up for themselves.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Charlotte. I definitely appreciate it. Um, I love that you're here on Peachy Tea Time with us. One thing that you said was that you was a single mom. I've never been a single mom. And I thank God, that Poolie have been here since day one. Jason, of course, has never been a single mom because he's a guy. So, so to be able to have a different, view of things with you being here along with us now, I'm just forever, forever grateful. So thank you, and thank you for being honest with us and everything on how things could be. Okay. So, Jason, is there anything you want to say?
Well, hug your people, man. Love on your people.
Yes.
Tell them that you love them. Call them up. Let them know that they are loved. You heard? This is tough. This is very tough. You know what I'm saying? And me having children makes it even harder, and hearing stories like this. And it's just like, now I get why I don't like people. Now I get why I'm not trusting no one around my children.
Jason is
I mean,
crazy.
like, no, like,
He
for
said
real,
For
it's
for
real,
real.
for
all
real.
like y'all
For
asses.
real, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. Like, and then that's why it's important for me to teach my children, right? So not only do we keep, like, tell these people, like, yo, like, keep your children safe, but also teach your children how to be safe, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and let them know that, like, don't no one touch, like, even your sisters don't touch your private parts. They don't touch you unless you are playing around or you're asking. But none of that crazy stuff or out of the norm, right? Like, and your norm is, like, no one touches your personal areas but you. You feel me? Like,
Yep.
you're old enough now to where no one has to touch your private areas but you. Keep your children safe. Don't use crazy names. Use real names, real terms. Don't sugarcoat nothing to the, like, keep them aware. They're just little people. They don't know it because they don't know it. You feel me? And the more that we tell them and keep it normal and normalizing things, the more that they can also keep themselves safe and not get coerced into anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Teach your children, protect them and teach them. With that, man, continue to be your absolute best. Being empowered starts today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. When you do all three of those in your alpha state, stay primal and get after it. Last but not least, protect your peace and drink water. Protect your peace and drink water. Like my big brother TJ will always say, whatever you do, make sure you do it big. God is abundantful and blessed the all. He's my almighty, none before him, none after. He's the alpha, the omega. I trust in him through all things. Even when I feel shaky and my ego gets too big and I feel like I can do it, I have to stop and say, you know what? God, you got it. Protect the front of me, the back of me, and all around me. as I walk through this. You feel me? Keep us protected. Now, I want to send this out to that family, Jay, with the brother that was gonna come on, the
Jy'Quan.
mom, the husband, the father, I should say, the father to the little girl. I send you prayers. I send you prayers. I love you all. Mom, I know it's tough. I know that every waking moment is probably the hardest moment of your life. Forgiveness has been given to you. God forgives you.
Starts with self.
You know what I'm saying? So don't be too hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Humans make mistakes, and you just made a big one, and it's okay. Seek God, seek God, seek God. With that,
Amen. Amen.
All right, so forget what I said. You know what I'm saying? Forget I said we blaming you and all that. Who cares what we say?
That part.
God said.
God
What
is the
does
one
God
that
say?
judges, not us.
Amen.
You know what
Amen.
I'm saying? I got to say what I got to say because I'm trying to spread the awareness to other moms and other dads and other sisters and brothers and uncles and cousins and all that. Don't leave your kids with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like Jason said, there's only one person that matters, and that's God, the one up above. That's it. And He is a loving, caring, and forgiving God. Trust and believe that. I know. He will definitely forgive you, and He probably already done forgave you. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, she's in baby heaven. She in baby heaven. She in the best place ever. You know? But ending this show, I have to say thank y'all for the continuous support. I thank y'all for coming on here, rocking it with us every single week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I gotta get some moderators. I gotta get some moderators. I already have in mind who my moderator is gonna be because they are going to be people that's here consistently every single week that don't miss an episode unless it's an emergency, literally. Unless it's an emergency. So I will be reaching out to some of you guys next week on Monday. Hopefully I don't forget. On Monday, I will be letting you guys know all of my viewers' new names. Yes, y'all got a new name. And we are going to announce it on Monday. I'm always saying my viewers. I'll say my Mr. Peachtas and my Miss Peachies. We have a new name for y'all. Okay. So make sure y'all tune in on Monday. You know, every good podcaster, they name their viewers. I tried it. I said I gotta come up with something else. I finally came up with it. And this is what it's gonna be from here on out. So make sure y'all tune in on Monday so y'all can know who y'all is. So y'all can know who y'all is, baby. Okay. And I will see y'all on Friday. With me and Poolie doing love and relationships, baby. And then on Saturday, I cannot guarantee this. I'm trying my best. We're trying. Lord knows we're trying to get this to happen. But if it don't happen, I apologize, but we are trying. And that is the event that I will be hosting. It is not my event. I would just be hosting the event. And that is, here it is right here. Y'all was looking for it. I'm sorry. So I can put it on the screen. Remember Me Banquet. Remember Me Banquet. Y'all see me down there at the corner with all that red hair. That is me. I will be hosting this event. Shout out to Khadijah. The tickets are $40. $40 that includes the meal. It is a cash bar. And this is February 15th, this Saturday, day after Valentine's Day. And we will have she will have a special guest speaker, Leroy. And y'all definitely know who Leroy is. If you're sitting there thinking, I do not know who this Leroy is. If you are on social media, I assure you, you know her. Once you get to talking, you will know exactly who she is. Huge following base, and she's a motivational speaker. So please, please, please make sure y'all tune in on Saturday. If you can't make it to the event, to the banquet, you can always watch the show live on PGT Time, baby. Okay, so make sure y'all is in the building or you're watching it at home. All right. So we are out of here, y'all. Thanks again. Oh, one more thing. We can't forget this, Jason and Charlotte. Podcast of the year. Podcast of the year. Peachy Tea Time, baby. Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Please go. We have been nominated. The voting started on January 3rd. You go to Yo ATL Raps with the S on the end .com. Go to page 2. Go to page 2 and please, please, please make sure you vote for PGT Time Podcast of the Year. Okay? Please do so. Well, don't worry about it. I'll talk about it with Jason later. After the show, I'll talk to Jason about it. Okay, now we are about to end the show, y'all. I thank y'all for coming. I love y'all. I really do. And even though the family did not come on tonight, I still must say this. Thank you, thank you, thank you for trusting me, Jason and Charlotte, with your loved one's story. Thank you. God bless everybody out there, and make sure you be safe and check on your peoples, baby. Check on your peoples. We're gonna run this video back one more again. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do do do.
Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? Oh, I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? Oh, I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven.